Hello and welcome back to Asanas and Wellness. My name is Latoya, and today I will be guiding you through a 30-minute Yin Yoga sequence. All right, so the only props that you may need today is one block or something that resembles a block, or even a chair pillow would work as well. All right, so if you're ready, let's get started. We'll begin our practice in puppy pose. So coming into tabletop with your knees under your hips, just slowly begin to walk your hands forward, melting your head and chest down towards the mat. Just allow your elbows to rest on the mat. Let's just take some slow, deep breaths here. We'll be holding each pose for 2 to 3 minutes each. And while we are getting grounded in our puppy pose, maybe go ahead and set an intention. What is something that you want to get out of this practice? Just allow that intention to settle into your heart space. I know I cued this as puppy pose, but the yin name is actually melting heart. Slowly pressing yourself up. Let's come directly down to our bellies for Sphinx pose. Feet about hip width apart. Elbows under your shoulders. Just pressing down into your palms and forearms. Pressing your chest forward. And if this is too intense, you can walk your forearms out a bit. And feel free to close your eyes or just keep your gaze soft in these poses. You just maybe focus on your breath. And maybe even focusing on that intention that you set. Slowly bring your head down to the mat. Allow your forehead to rest on the back of your hands or down to the mat. From here, let's roll over to one side. I'll be rolling over to my right side. I'm going to be taking a slight side bend here. So there are a couple of ways that you can do it. One way is to come up here on your elbow. Just extend your legs out. Come up on your elbow, just hold it here. Or to go a little bit deeper, feel free to press and straighten out that left or that right arm, pressing up gently. Trying to keep your ear kind of up and away from your shoulder. All right, so from here, we're just gonna roll over to our left side. Find the same pose. Your other hand you can either have on the side of your thigh or you can have it down to the mat in front of you. right? And rolling back to your stomach. Just press your way up and find downward facing dog. Pressing your hips up. Just walking your heels out a bit. Now we're going to move into deer pose. So let's come back down to our knees and bring your right leg up. Roll back so that you're kind of sitting on your right hip. Bring your shin so that it's parallel to the top of your mat. And then with your left leg, bend it so that that shin is parallel to the side of your mat. Feel free to stay here or to go even deeper. Take a forward fold in this pose. Or maybe it feels better to lean back. So just find your comfort within the pose, whatever feels the best for you. Just taking slow, deep breaths. Make sure you are not pulling or tightening any muscles here. Allow yourself to just relax. Yin is not about the muscle, it's all about the joints and the connective tissues. And to allow that energy to get to those deep places, we need to avoid contracting our muscles. Okay, now leaning back and swing that left leg around for fire log pose. So you're going to be stacking your left leg, your left lower leg on top of your right lower leg, directly on top. And this is another place where if you have blocks, feel free to place blocks under your knees for support, or even between your foot and your knee if you need. If you have some gaps there that you need to fill, that's perfectly fine. Blocks are great for that. And with this pose, just as deer pose, lean back into it, sit up nice and tall. To go deeper, take a forward bend, forward fold. relaxing your muscles. Slowly pressing up. Let's find our downward facing dog. And from there, come to your knees and find deer pose on the left. Feel free to find a light or gentle Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with Ujjayi pranayama. Just the gentle inflow and outflow of your breath if you are going to be doing the Ujjayi breath today. Or just take slow, deep breaths in through your nose all the way down into your belly and exhaling back out of your nose. Rolling back on that left hip, let's find fire log pose. Relax those hip muscles. And slowly pressing back up. Bring your legs, put your soles down on each edge of your mat. Lean backwards. Let's take some windshield wipers. Sending your legs to the left and to the right. From here, let's come to our backs for a supine twist. So bring your feet up, put your knees together, then allow your legs to fall over towards the right side of your mat. Extending your arms out to each side. Try to keep your right shoulder down to the mat. But if you have issues with that, grab your block and wedge it between your knees, and that will allow your shoulder to reach the floor with more ease. Now bringing your feet, your legs back up. So allow them to fall over towards the right. And returning to center, let's grab one of your blocks. So lifting your hips from the mat, slide your block just at your lower back or sacrum. Extend your arms overhead and feel free to keep your legs with the soles of your feet down, or to go a little bit deeper, extend your legs out. Okay, now slowly bring your arms down and bring your feet back up. Remove the block from under your hips. And now we'll find Shavasana. So extend both legs out, letting your feet just fall open. Extending your arms out by each side. Just allow yourself to take up space. Tucking your shoulder blades under. Laying so that your head is kind of tilted up just a tad, just enough so that your chin is pointing down towards your chest. Go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already, or just find a spot to focus on. And take this moment of quiet and stillness. Just allow your practice to sink in. And just find your natural breath here. Feel free to remain in Shavasana for as long as you need to. And when you're ready, begin to take some slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose. Begin to make small movement. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Maybe stretch, sending your hands up above you, pointing your toes. And slowly roll over to one side. Press your way up to Sukhasana. Our easy pose, or cross-leg position. Bringing your palms together at your heart center. We'll end our practice with a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out of your mouth. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste.